Hey guys, it's Psychic Medium Sarah Lemos. How you doing? Excited to be here on this awesome Monday morning. I'm gonna just poke around here. I am new to this as things have changed a lot since the last time I was on here. So I want to tell everybody a little bit about Mystic Mornings. On Mondays. And that's where I'm going to meet here and hang out with you guys and chat with you guys and talk about all kinds of different things when it comes to the idea of paranormal and the idea of metaphysics and where they meet and where they might meet and just get some thoughts going. I also thought it'd be great to start our week off by offering you guys a card of for the week. And so just allowing us to kind of get ready for the week ahead of us, to be prepared for what might come this week, or maybe receive some tools that might be very helpful for everyone in creating a better week, creating a better way. And so I am jumping on this morning to say, hey, how are you? If you are here today, as you come in, good morning. If you could say good morning. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me okay? I also wanted to make sure you guys could hear me all right. I don't want to be yelling. And sometimes my mic can be a little loud. So I'm just checking to see how's the mic on your guys' end. Good morning. Welcome. Good morning. Hi, Carolyn. How are you? Perfect. Awesome. So let's get this thing started, shall we? Welcome into Mystic Mondays. I'm Psychic Medium Sarah Lemos. You may have seen me on television shows like Ghosts of Morgan City, The Osbournes Want to Believe, many different television shows on Discovery Plus and Travel Channel. I'm excited to be here this morning. And first of all, I want to talk about the card that I pulled for us. Okay, so let's just get this started, man. And what I want to do every Monday is kind of give us a card for the week and just pull a card. And I sat with the card with my guides, as I do, my angels, and call in information that everyone might need. So that's right, every single one of you. Connecting to the energies so that I can bring through a message for you for your week. And what I always suggest about oracle cards is it's a different way of looking at something. That's what these are about. They are to help you look at a situation in a different way, to help you move forward in a different light. Okay. So this is the card I pulled. I used Messenger Oracle is the deck that I used. Love this deck. Absolutely love it. And it's actually my son's. I steal all my kids' Oracle decks. They buy them and then I take them. But honestly, this card is beautiful. It's all about embracing spirit. Okay. Embracing spirit. And it's interesting how some people use Sundays, right, to embrace spirit. They take one day out of the week. They go to church or they sit in the forest or they do a morning meditation, right? Which is beautiful. But this card asks you to think about spirit all the time, that you yourself are spirit, right? Of spirit, that beautiful essence of love and connection and magic and vibration and energy, right? And this card is all about this energy. But what it's wanting you to do, guys, I know this is going to be a little bit difficult with the way of the world, okay? But it also asks us to see the magic in everyone around us, to see everyone. Some may say as your brother or your sister, what have you. But what I would say is see the spirit in them. Understand that we may not agree with each other, may understand that we may not buy the same shampoo. It doesn't mean that that person is a horrible individual. What it means is that we're different. And there's something beautiful about that too, about being different. Understanding that we are here embodied in a spiritual mission in a very foreign world and land. And it brings many, many issues, problems, stairs, walls, mountains to make our way over. But the reality is we remember that things are spirit. We are spirit. All things are spirit. All things that we cannot perceive is spirit. So understanding that we are all in this together as we make our way to work today, as we make our way through, going shopping and being frustrated with people, just trying to see their spirit too. See that they are having a beautiful experience or a harsh experience, but they're still having an experience too, to meet them in their spirit. Very important. What do you guys think? Can we do that today? Yeah, there's so many, right, Elizabeth? There's so many obstacles. Absolutely. But if we see it all as a plan, right? A plan that we totally said, oh, I'm going down there. I'm doing this work. I'm going down there. I'm doing it. Maybe that we have a better attitude about it, and that maybe we see it as all a gift, that not just some of it's a gift, but all of it. Every staircase, every wall that we hit, every mountain we have to climb. I wish everyone would do this. I guess we should be here if we could. I think that's the thing about it too, is understanding that this is a gift. That in this moment where we are is a gift, no matter where we are, no matter what wall we're up against. It is all spirit. It is all lesson. And we can go into a lesson with a smile on our face, or we can be grumpy. We really have to choose it. It's really our choice to decide what today is going to be. Is it going to be a day full of smiles, or is it going to be a day full of FUs? I'm just saying it, guys. I'm just saying it. So this card really wants us to remember that, yes, we are here having a absolutely human experience, but we are spiritual beings. So don't forget to grow today. Don't forget to love today. And don't forget to smile today. All very, very important. All right. So one thing that I wanted to do with these mystic mornings is also really allow for new mindful ideas. And mindfulness is just about taking time, right? Mindfulness is just about slowing down enough, right? And taking in our moment and being mindful, which means we're thinking about what we're doing right now. So if you guys are looking at me, you guys are looking at your computer, you may have a fan on, you may have a delicious cup of coffee. You are mindful. You are in this moment. Okay. So I wanted to kind of work with these amazing mindful cards that I have. They're really great. They're called mindfulness cards, and I've loved them since I got them. And I thought, you know what? Why not share them? Why not do a little bit Mystic Mondays and share these cards? Um, so the first one is all about being present. So I wanted to start off this show every Monday morning about really giving you guys ideas how to make your week better. Why not? If you got your week and you're like, woo, it's going to be awesome. Awesome. Let me help you make it awesomer. That's right. I just made that word, awesomer. And let's make it even better, right? So how can we do that? Well, we all know that creating time for our spirituality is very important, especially for all of us sensitives, because we need to be grounded and connected, right? Very important for us. So mindfulness is a key, right? So not all of us have time to meditate. I understand that. So I'm going to throw some ideas at you, and I want to know what you think of them. All right. First of all, in being present, okay, this week, could you, I'm just asking, and tell me no, please, if the answer is no. Okay. Be patient. Unplug by taking a social media break. So on some cell phones, you can actually put timers on social media. You can take social media off your the front of your phone. So what do you think about just taking a break? And what I mean by that is, for so many of us, social media is our connection to community. So I totally get it, you guys. But also, it's been pretty heavy on social media since 2 years. It's been heavy. 3 years now, very heavy on social media. And I don't want to talk about that. I just want to say, how about take a break? How about take a break from social media this week? So just say that maybe after dinner, every night this week, you're just going to keep your phone away and take a social media break. Can we do it? I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. I will try to take a break. I love that. I love that. And again, it's just an idea, you guys. It's just an idea that I'm throwing out there. So, again, if you can, and a break is going to look different to me than it's going to look like to you. Because some of us use our cell phones all the time, 24/7. We're checking all the time. If you run a business, trust me, you're on social media all the time. You wake up checking social media, you go to bed checking social media. All I'm saying is that at this point, with the craziness and the kind of the abuse and stuff that's on social media, taking a break, taking a breath might be the answer. So just an idea. Here, are you ready for the next one? Let's relax. How can we relax this week? Well, I have an idea for you. Relaxing by planning a relaxing activity. Now, here's the thing. Why is it planned? Because, guys, here's reality. If it were for someone else, you'd already have it planned. If it was for your child, or if it was for your husband or your wife or your sister, you would already have it planned. The thing about us, especially sensitives, is we tend to find ourselves on the back burner. So what this suggestion is let's relax this week by planning a relaxing activity. So my suggestion is, before this runs out of your head and before you forget, take a note down that I am going to plan a relaxing activity just one day this week. Not every day. I'm not forcing you guys to do this every day. I'm just suggesting one day. So for me, I've decided that I am going to take a bath with salts and all kinds of yummy goodness. I'm going to light candles. I'm going to do the whole nine. Okay. And let's see, what day should I do it on? I might do it on Wednesday evening after class. Okay. So I'm going to do that. Some of you might take a walk in the forest. Some of you may just go for a drive with music on. What would be a relaxing activity for you? So right now in the comments, guys, chat it up. Let me know what your relaxing activity would be. It's so hot here outside. Okay. Practice gratitude under the stars. Very interesting that you say that. Yes. So Lisa, I'm going to get some going fishing. There we go. Painting, crafts with friends. Absolutely, Cindy. That sounds perfect. Thank you guys for the ideas, because really, Lisa, I love this. The reality is, for many of us, we don't do for ourselves. And some people are like, that's crazy. And it's like, oh, hey, Val, honey. For many of us, it's just like I said, we're on the back burner. We take care of everybody else and everything. So this is a chance to really step up and do this. Go camping. Oh my gosh, Glenn, that sounds amazing. I will take a salt bath. Yes. And listen to the birds. Oh my gravy. That sounds amazing. That sounds incredible. Yes, it does. So something like that. But again, here it is, guys. It's planned. So you have to write it down on your calendar. You have to plan it. And then you have to show up and you have to do it. All right. If I can get some love for that, that would be awesome, because we are going to do this. These are just some ideas. Now, how funny, someone said something about gazing into the stars, because the last is reflection. So we're going to reflect this week. Okay. We're going to reflect. Taking time to gaze at the stars. Isn't there something so magical about just going outside late at night and looking up in the sky and just connecting to stars and the magic there? Isn't it just absolutely beautiful? So at night, it's much cooler, and you could go outside with a nice iced tea and just gaze up at the stars and reflect for a moment. Look at all the good things. Count your blessings. Reflection doesn't always have to mean, what do I need to change and how am I going to change it? Guys, did you hear what I just said? I need you to hear this, because for many of us, we're constantly thinking there's something more I need to do to change. And sometimes it's simply sitting with all the things that you've already accomplished. So please, 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 please take some time this week to reflect, spend some time staring at the stars. Yeah. Connect with your alien family, right? Be beautiful, be connected, be with the stars. Okay. So, how many of you think you can do that this week? Take a minute to get out under the stars and just reflect on your gratitudes. What are you grateful for? And sometimes this isn't easy. Sometimes you have a cruddy week and you're like, you know what? I'll tell you right now what I'm grateful for. No, 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 no. But taking a minute to just simply reflect and just be with that energy. How beautiful can it be, man? It can be so beautiful. So I wanted to talk today about something that interested me. And I knew that it would interest a lot of my friends, those of you that have watched me on different television shows, those of you that have taken classes with me, people a part of the tribe. I was like, what would something be interesting? And of course, I went to water. I know some of you are laughing right now because I'm always preaching drink your water, drink your water, drink your water. If you've ever taken a class with me, I'm all about the water. Okay. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Mr. Emoto, and I'm sure many of you have heard about his work. So what Mr. Emoto did is he's for the last 15 years has taken different water samples from different sources and frozen the water to see what it looks like. Okay, so that's how he started. He started out taking water from polluted areas. Okay, go with me here, just listen for a minute. And he would freeze them to see what it looked like. And water that was polluted looked very sad, and I it's dingy. There's not very many there's not crystals, right? And pure water from streams and things like this were beautiful. They these snowflakes that were made were just intense and gorgeous. Now, why am I talking about this? It will all make sense. Just follow along with me. So, let me know in the comments here if you've ever heard of Mr. Moto and his findings. Some of you that watched The Secret actually watched him because he's a part of The Secret book. But Mr. Emoto said, now the human body is 70% water, 70 to 80, depending on your age and a bunch of stuff. But let's just go with the basics of 78 to 70%. Okay. The earth itself, she has 70% water. She is 70% water. Okay. So understanding that things like this are very important to pay attention to. Okay. So I am telling you something very basic, very scientific, but basic. I'm 70% water. This planet is 70% water. Okay. Hey, honey. And this is important. Okay. Because what Mr. Moto started to notice is he decided to take some of this water and place words on the water. Okay. So he could take water from a spring and he could put a word on, let's say something like thank you, which was one of the very first words that was placed on said water before it was frozen. Okay. 24 hours after it had the word on it, they froze it and it was beautiful. This snowflake has arcs and colors, and it's just beautiful. So then he thought, what if I write, you make me sick? You make me sick. So he wrote, you make me sick. And he placed it on the same water source, 24 hours. And it was so sad to see what this water looked like. It had no crystals formed. It was just kind of sad little L lines. And it was crazy because you can see the difference between thank you and the word and vibration, because we know each word is a vibration, because we know that our voice creates vibration, which creates words, right, guys? This is not something that's new to us, right? So we are vibration, words are vibration and have a frequency. So the frequency and vibration of these words are changing water. Okay, I'm going to let you sit with that for a minute. That words shift the vibration in water, you are 70% water. And empaths, this is where I'm going to come in with psychic stuff and different paranormal stuff. We empaths are very affected by emotion. Okay? So if we are in a room and someone is fighting, our parents are fighting, when we're feeling it, we're feeling it, we're feeling it. We are physically, yes, emotionally and chemically we are changing, but now from Mr. Emoto's work, it suggests that we are literally changing. The water in us, 70% of us is changing. Okay, so let's go a little deeper with this because I thought this was very interesting. Okay, very interesting. So he also decided to do things like hook up music. So he took two speakers on either side of the water, and different music that he played, like Beethoven, made these incredible crystal forms. They're just in beautiful crystal forms. Other music that is more low vibrational energy, you may still like it, like heavy metal. That's awesome if you like it. I'm just going to suggest that the vibration and frequency didn't look so good. Okay. So think about that. You're driving in the car. You have music on that is aggravating you and annoying you. Is it aggravating and annoying you vibrationally? Or is it shifting your energy and vibration literally in your cells? In your cells. Right? So think about that for a moment. Just for a moment, think about that. So music is definitely something that changes it. And he's not alone. Sound frequency, they've done this with sound frequency. I'm sure you guys have seen this where they put sand on a plate and they play vibration and it changes it differently. Absolutely. Same thing with water. I don't remember the music test, laugh out loud. Also on plants, they have, yep, exactly. So think about this, guys. Thank you. It's plants are something I was going to bring up. Isn't it interesting how, I don't know if your mom ever said, you need to be nice to the plants, talk to the plants. They grow faster if you talk to them. And if you're very positive to your plants and talking positive vibration and frequency to your plants, these plants are growing quicker. Their vibration is stronger. Crazy, right? So I'm going to get through this and get to my point, but there was also studies done where they took polluted water. And I'm not suggesting do this. So you did not hear me say, go do this, y'all. I'm not saying go do this. That is not what I'm saying. Okay. But they took polluted water and had a monk pray over it. They had a monk pray over it. And the water crystallized clean and it crystallized beautiful. They also suggest, because of the way the water is processed through our pipes and things, that it actually damages the water, because they believe that there is proof enough now to state that water is alive. And not only is your water alive, which would be really hard for us not to believe that water is alive, right? Okay, but that it has a memory. That water has memory. That's how it's taking that vibration 24 hours later is becoming crystal, is that it has memory. Water is alive and it has memory. This makes sense. I had a friend play a lot of heavy metal and it makes me sick, gives me a headache. So again, different for different people, right? And other people just love it, which is great for them. Different frequency, different person, right? But I think it's important. It's really important to understand this. Now, why? Because if you want to transform your behaviors, if you just got in an argument with someone, understand that you didn't just get in an argument, that you physically in your cells where the water is has shifted and changed. So you are in an argument inside your physical body in the water. It has a memory. It is angry. You are angry. So you're going to have to shift your vibration to shift the vibration in the water in your body. Okay, I know. I told you guys I'm going to bring some stuff that's going to make you say, what? But I want you to think about this. Shaking it off, removing yourself from a situation is one thing. And if you're away from a situation long enough, you start thinking about other things, which shift your vibration, which shift the frequency in your cells. But what I would suggest is also music, high frequency, high vibrational music. If you're in a bad situation and you're getting out of a situation and you want to shift that energy, is music, positive music, music that makes you happy. That will shift your vibration, right? And so this is really, really important. Knowing that the way we talk, guys, the way we talk to each other, the way we speak, and even what we type with our fingers has a repercussion on somebody else. We've gotten away from being kind to each other, showing each other love, showing each other some sort of respect, because damn it, they got to earn it. Just be careful, because those words that you are saying and that are captive in you are only poisoning your water. So just think about it that way. So sitting in for a long period of time means you're going to have to shift your vibration, because it is straight up in your memories of your water. Okay. So I want to talk about something else that I think is important. So one thing that you guys can do that can be very helpful, right, is you can write a note to your water. Yes, you can. And you can stick it in the refrigerator with your water, with your moon water, if you want. And you're going to just simply take a piece of paper and you can write, it doesn't have to be pretty, just little half-C here. And just thank you. Love is one of the most powerful words. So is peace. Love, thank you, peace, joy. Okay. These are very powerful, strong, high vibrational, high frequency words. So if I take this from what Mr. Moto says and all of his 15 years of research that he has proof of, okay, so it's not something I'm just pulling out of my right now. Okay. This is something that's published. I can put my water on this, and if I steep it for 24 hours or just as long as I can, these high vibrational words have frequency. Frequency is going to shift the vibration in the water, and this is what I'm going to be drinking. Yes, absolutely. Now, those that love to manifest, those of you that love to manifest, those of you that are like, I'm going to manifest my car, I'm going to manifest a new house. Woo! Yeah, I love that. Try this for manifestation. Try to manifest by placing your water on words that you are trying to attract. Why wouldn't you? That's 70% of you is attracting it. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Are you seeing what I'm saying? All right. I love these. So I'm going to share one beautiful gift that I got from my friend Barb. These are great. Yesterday I got a jug of super moon water. Yeah, super moon water. These are great. So we know that that crystals have vibration and frequency. We all know this. Anybody that's into metaphysics knows that any crystal has a vibration and frequency, right? And it creates more of that vibration and frequency. So this is a piece of rose quartz. It's kind of hard to see, but it is rose quartz. And rose quartz is all about self-love, the vibration of love. And so I can add water to this, and this crystal will send vibration and frequency to my water. Now I have several of these. I just love them. You don't have to drink directly out of it if you don't want to. You can pour it into another cup or glass, but they are awesome. So double down, write some words, use a crystal glass. You do want to be careful what crystals you put in your water. You can just use crystals directly into drinking water, but you need to be careful and do research on your own, because certain crystals will dissolve in water. Yes, they will. And you don't want to consume what they dissolve into. So make sure you're doing your research. But yes, a piece of smoky quartz, clear quartz, something like that in a polished form is great to add to your water. Of course, take it out before you drink it. Don't go choking on your favorite crystal. All right. So yeah, so I wanted to talk about water. I'm always talking about water. I guess I've had a friend who worked in the ER for years, and many times people came in dehydrated. Okay, so how many of you out there are into paranormal investigating? I have a question that came up to me today that I wanted to ask when it comes to water and the paranormal. How many of you out there are paranormal investigators, love the paranormal? Love it, love it, love it. This is more metaphysic-y, and I want to turn this more into paranormal. So I wanted you to think about what it takes to manifest into spirit form. So we know as paranormal investigators, or we assume, and we've done our best to learn, that it takes energy, right? It takes energy. So a lot of times in haunted locations, what is one of the things that can be found? Well, in a very, very active location, you can find crystals in the ground itself that amplify activity on the property. But now I'm going back to water, because we have water, right? Water that is water can be used energetically to manifest. So many people have stories of the ghost girl on the beach of something, right? And she still walks it every night. Some of us have seen that taps many years ago, where they were in the lighthouse, and you could see the activity, somebody actually moving around. That was the most amazing stuff I'd ever seen. Movement of chairs, all of that, just incredible stuff, all by the water. So if they are using the water's energy to manifest, I'm just asking, and I'm just throwing an idea out there, and I'm not saying I know anything. I'm asking a question from Sarah to her listeners, her friends. I'm just asking. I'm not saying I know anything. I'm asking. What I would be interested in finding out is if they were near polluted water and the energy is polluted, that the spirit is manifesting in, would it affect them? Now, I know for some you're like, no, it's spirit energy, spirit, perfect. But now the other question I have, and I'm just throwing it out there, like rivers, wells, caves underground, yes. So you have this dirty water, polluted water, and this spirit entity energy is using said environment. I'm just asking, okay? Just a thought that came in. The other thing that came in, and I'm not educated enough to talk on it, so that's why I have you here, guys. Orbs. So I'm just throwing out there. I know many of us say poo-poo on orbs. Poo-poo onto orbs. No orbs. But if an orb is energy creation starting to manifest, okay? So this is a glimmer of energy that is being created to manifest into physical form. Am I correct? Is that what other people see orbs as? Because that's what I see orbs as. So if I'm wrong, please educate me. Because for me, I feel like orbs are energy that is starting to manifest. Okay, so when I was a kid back east, there was a polluted lake, and I that felt dead, no vibration at all for me. I'm going to talk about that. So you think that's what it is too, Carolyn? Is like, okay, so I say yes, it makes a difference because they are manifesting in our planet, not theirs. Yes, orbs are energy. Okay, that's what I thought, Anita. But yes, I believe that is what an orb is. Okay, So then my question is, a lot of times, just go with me. I'm just asking, don't get mad at me. But here's the thing. A lot of people say that's not an orb. It's, yes, dust. That's not what I'm talking about. It's happens all the time. Someone will say, "Oh, that's moisture." That's moisture in the air. If you listen to paranormal investigators and they talk about this stuff, guys, they'll say, "Oh, that's moisture." It is a light reflection, yes, but it's moisture. So here it is again. I'm not saying I know anything. I'm just getting us thinking. I'm not saying I have all the answers here. But what if? What if spirit is using said moisture to manifest? I don't know. So now I'm looking at orbs in a different light. Ha. And I still, I of course want more proof when I'm working with, somebody other than just an orb in the photo. But it is interesting how water, moisture, we have that a lot in spirituality. In metaphysics, we have it a lot, but we also have it in the paranormal. So the way water can be used. Are they using our moisture to manifest? That's a good question too. Yeah. So I'm just put it out there, guys. I'm not saying I know anything. I'm just saying, today when I started in with water, I was like, I see where this can connect. I also can see where, different vibration, how a vibration in a house may stay that way for a long period of time. If it's near a river or itself is near a river and it has negative energy in it, is it actually the spirit that's in the home? Or are we talking about energy that is still in the home from a divorce or a fight that still has the water and and mold and mildew? I'm just guys, I'm just thinking. Okay. I don't know. I'm just saying. So changing, and this brings me back to what I teach all the time to everybody is, hey, have an intention. Have an intention. Have your own words on your own bottle of water, which is 70% right here, so that you know what you want your outcome to be. So it just, kind of comes full circle. So, yeah. So, using a water bottle with words on it can be very, very helpful and shift vibration. And making your own little water sleeve and creating energy around your water to shift the vibration. Try it out. What if I'm wrong? Okay. What if I'm right? That's the thing is like any of this, I could be wrong. Mr. Moto could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know him personally. Or you could try this stuff, all the stuff that I've suggested from the card pull this morning to the 3 different mindful cards that we pulled to thinking about water in a different light, in a different way, and how it might be affecting you and your kids. Because if you think about them going to school and drinking the water from those pipes and that school, right? And what they're getting, and that may be changing their frequency and vibration to a sadder frequency and vibration. And we can do things like shift our vibration with sound, smells, thoughts, all things that are very important, but understand that it might be looking at things in a different way. That's all I'm saying. Just in a different way. So change your frequency and vibration with your water. I think it's important. The other thing is I don't know about you guys. How many of you like to take baths? How many of you like to take baths? Let me see if anybody likes to take baths. I do. Love to. Okay. I also like to put crystals in my bath because think about that. You're putting yourself into water. So if you think about that, you are immersing yourself into a frequency. So I'm just saying maybe take some control over your frequency. If you think about it, if we're looking at the salt baths, woo woo, But if you think about it, now they do have shower heads now that have crystals in them. Believe it or not, you can Google it. You can Google the Googles and you can see it. There is now shower. So you don't have to put crystals in your shower. You can just have it come through. Crystals that I would put in my water personally, there's salt float tanks places in Salem is incredible. It's a lot of fun, Cindy. I've been there. I've enjoyed it. I love it there. Quiet, all the salt. It's amazing. Crystals that I would put in my bath before work, believe it or not, would be something like citrine to bring on the money, because that's where I'm headed. At night, I might put something in like my good old Beauty in the Background, because it's very relaxing. It is known as the spa crystal. Amethyst is known as the spa crystal. So I might put amethyst in there. So again, do your research. You don't want to put selenite in there. It will turn to soup. You don't want to put certain crystals in your bath water because it will turn very soupy. All right. But again, using that kind of vibration and frequency, you're submerging yourself in that water. So you're submerging yourself into that vibration. So what I want you guys to think about, you are a clean white t-shirt. Do you want to stain it? And if it's stained, don't you want to wash it? This is our physical body, 70% water. Something's got to be, I think Mr. Moto is onto it. I think there's something to be said about this. And again, I think this is why it's so hard that for us sensitives, when we walk away from a situation, it is so hard to release, to just let it go. When someone tells me let it go, oh, watch out. Yeah, I can tell other people let it go, but don't you dare tell me to let it go, right? And I think that's because I'm still in the vibration. I'm so sensitive to vibration, guys, because everything in the world is vibration. And as a psychic medium, I'm reading vibration. All different languages, all over the place, all the time. Yes, you are too. You are reading vibration and frequency. So when you're prone to that, you do it all the time. Understand that you stepping away from a situation or an argument, you're going to carry that with you by what Mr. Moto is saying, but by what Mrs. Sarah is saying is that you are walking away in that vibration and frequency and you're expecting yourself to act better. When 70% of yourself is pissed, it's in your cells. Also, why it's so damned important for you guys to ground after giving readings. Wash it away. Again, more easier said than done, but do you see how important it is now? Can I get a yes? If you can see how important it is now, understanding frequency, vibration, and being 70% water, most of us, and as adults, it does frequency, right? So it's something to think about and look at. Okay, guys, something to think about and look at. So today I wanted to finish up. I hope you guys enjoyed it today. Do you want me to come back and do this again next Monday? Give me a yes if you want me to come back next week and do it again. And we'll, of course, have different subjects, looking at all kinds of different things. Yes, perfect. So the crystal of the week that we're going to learn about is one that took my breath away. I saw this beautiful crystal in a shop, in a store, and let me tell you, I was just blown away by it, and I was blown away by the energy, and it's turquoise. Excuse me. It's turquoise. Turquoise is absolutely beautiful. It is usually multiple colors. So hold on, let me get another piece up there for you. Turquoise. Isn't that just beautiful? But let me teach you about her, okay? So she is a crystal of protection. Not one that I knew. I did not know that. I did not know that her energy is of protection. Makes complete sense now. Why people used to wear turquoise into battle. Makes complete sense now. But I didn't know it before. It's healing. So its job is to heal. And the reason that you see the brown and the green, Well, of course, it's because it is, but also what it represents is the earth healing itself. The earth healing itself. Isn't that beautiful? It's all about success. And I would use this crystal when it comes to the throat chakra and communication. I would also wear it in this location. Okay. Um, it's just really a really great crystal to work with when it comes to, like, if you're doing a speech, if you have to do a talk, if you have to do a podcast, this is one to wear next to the throat to give you strength and success in what you're saying. It helps and aids in relaxation. It they suggest that it helps with new growth. So if you're going to start a new job, if you're going to start a new relationship, this is helping you take those next step in growth in whatever your next endeavor is. And it helps emotionally balance you. So, hello. That's a Sarah Stone right there for an empath. Something that promises to balance my emotions. Sign me up. Sign me up. So guys, if you like this, if you enjoyed this, come back. Please hang out with me next Monday. Things will be changing as we grow. I am going to, some of you guys have been here before and know that I like to do giveaways. So I will be reaching out to businesses and all kinds of things so that they can come on and I can share them and these type of things and do giveaways. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. We can support different businesses by liking their pages and doing things like that, shouting them out on Facebook or shouting it out on Twitter or whatever. And so I like to help business owners that way. So please come back on Mondays. I will be pulling a card for you, sitting with you mindfully, and then talking about something that might get your brain going, am I ready for change? Do I want to do something different? Or was that just kind of interesting what Sarah said? Either one is fine with me. All right, guys. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Tell your friends, tell your family to come hang out with us on Mondays. And I look forward to talking to you all again very soon. Take care of yourselves and bye-bye. Let me see if I can turn this off. Did it.